Media accuses Trump of closing U.S. factory, but they omit one major fact. In recent months, President Donald Trump has hit China and other countries with major tariffs. The tariffs are meant to protect U.S. manufacturing jobs. The mainstream media is now accusing Trump's tariffs of shutting down the last major TV factory in America. However, there's just one problem with these bogus reports. Over the last 20 or so years, the United States has been importing quite a bit of goods from overseas. Thanks to various trade agreements made by former President Bill Clinton, manufacturing jobs have fled from U.S. soil. The North America Free Trade Agreement ensured companies could build factories in Mexico and Canada and easily sell the products in America. That decimated American jobs, with 5.5 million manufacturing jobs disappearing since 2000. Free trade with China is pretty bad, too. You might hate those cheaply made products with Made in China stamped on the bottom of them, but there's another reason to be upset. Since 2001, we've lost at least 3.4 million jobs thanks to factories moving to the communist nation. It's clear that, in order to save U.S. manufacturing, something must be done. Enter Donald Trump. This single issue might have been the clincher for his campaign. He reached out to numerous states, once bastions of good, blue-collar work, promising them that he'd bring back jobs. Over the last 2 decades, globalists who pulled the strings in Washington made sure American workers were screwed, trade deals destroyed our working class. Then, our leaders would stick us with costly welfare programs. We don't want welfare, we want our damn jobs back. One key way Trump is making U.S. factories competitive is by hitting foreign products with tariffs. It's something American presidents have been doing for over 200 years. Yet the media rioted. They claimed his move would hurt American workers. Pointing to one factory, they said Trump's tariffs destroyed the last American-made TV. But they left out one important point: it's made in China. The establishment media and a TV manufacturer are blaming President Trump's tariffs on cheap Chinese imports for the closure of the company whose product is made in China. This week, the establishment media has used the closure of Element Electronics, a small manufacturing plant in Winnsboro, South Carolina, where 126 workers will be laid off, to attack Trump's tariffs on imported Chinese goods. The only problem with the media's claim? This last major TV factory, as Time magazine described Element Electronics, makes its products in China and only assembles some of its television sets in South Carolina. Source: Breitbart. If Mad World News omitted such a detail, Facebook's fact-checkers would rate our article as fake news. Is PolitiFact going to flag Time magazine's report as false for the omission? Probably not. We'll see. Since Trump entered office, millions of new jobs have been added to the economy, but we're supposed to be upset about a factory of just 126 people? It's a shame it has to close, but this company has had a history of lying to consumers about where its product is actually made. In fact, liberals were once outraged over what Element Electronics once claimed. In a 2014 piece about Element Electronics, the left-wing blog Think Progress reported how a complaint was filed with the Federal Trade Commission that accused the TV manufacturer of falsely claiming that their product was made in America when it is actually made in China. Instead, the complaint alleges the Chinese-made TVs arrived to Element's South Carolina assembly line in boxes adorned with a waving American flag and the slogan "America Matters" on the front and the phrase "Assembled in the USA" on top. Element's employees unscrew a plastic panel, install a Chinese-made motherboard, close the panel, and return the TVs to their patriotic packaging so that they can be shipped out to Walmart, Target, Meijer, Sam's Club, and QVC. Source: Breitbart. It seems like this company was profiting off cheap Chinese labor, only to have a few American workers do a bit of assembling. Then, they plastered a huge American flag on the box to dupe customers. Hardly fair trade, if you ask me. But why would the media distort this story? Sure, the left-wing media hates Trump and will do everything they can to hurt him. But what's their reason to attack tariffs that help American workers far more than hurt them? Since Trump has implemented tariffs to protect American industries and jobs from cheap foreign imports being dumped at unfairly low prices in the U.S. economy, the establishment media has been on a crusade to protect the free trade apparatus that relies on American businesses outsourcing their workforces to undeveloped, low-wage foreign countries. Source Breitbart. The establishment media is owned by these globalist businessmen. Much like the fake news and nothing burgers that they push every day, this story is motivated by the people who own the media. Despite Trump's continued success for the American people, the mainstream media still treats him as an illegitimate leader. They keep pushing stories like Element Electronics as propaganda, hoping they turn enough Americans against the POTUS, even if that means it hurts our economy, jobs, and influence around the world. Pretty sick, isn't it?